Hey, my friends. Welcome back to another Coffee and a Card with Barb, where we take a few fun moments and chat about what's going on in our crafting lives. I share, hopefully, what will be a fun card for you. And then we go on with the rest of our creative day. So today's card uses the beautiful Motifs stamp set. And I am using the 𝗓𝗂𝗃𝗍 dies again. So this is actually a really simple card to put together, but it does not look simple. And better yet, it makes a great masculine card. It actually works for any gender. But if you need a masculine card, you are really going to enjoy today's card. Today we are using the beautiful Motifs stamp set. This is in the annual catalog, and mainly, my friends, I am using it for this stamp and the thank you, because I needed a masculine thank you card, and I love this font. Every now and then you just need a simple font, so we're using that. Now, I should show you, these are the dies that come with this bundle. We're not using those today. I'm only using the sentiments. And we're using, as you know, one of my favorite sets of dies. We are using the 𝗓𝗂𝗃𝗍 dies. You guys, I cannot stop using these. And let me show you what we're going to do. We are actually going to die cut out of 𝗧𝘂𝗁𝗁𝗍 cardstock. We are going to use, let me put it here. Let me get this out of the way. We're going to use this die, which is the largest die. And then we're going to use the third largest die, and we're going to run that through the cut and emboss machine, and we're going to make a frame. So let me show you what that looks like. But before I do that, we are also using this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful gallery paper. Now, that is in the suite that comes with the beautiful motifs. And for this one, I'm using the second largest die. And we are just going to cut out this really pretty designer paper. And then that's going to fit inside this frame. Okay. So through the magic of television, we have our frame. We have this gorgeous designer paper, which is going to sit right inside that frame. Isn't this paper gorgeous? I don't know if you guys have really looked at the beautiful gallery paper. Look at that gorgeous wood grain. Isn't that pretty? So I think the 𝗓𝗂𝗃𝗍 makes any paper more beautiful, if I'm being really honest. Then I cut out the smallest frame, and I cut out two in case I screw up. And we're going to use this for the sentiment. So let me get started. We are using basic beige cardstock. So let's start with stamping the sentiment label. And I am only using one ink pad. It is the 𝗧𝘂𝗁𝗁𝗍 ink pad. I am in love with this color. It's super dark. I mean, it looks like black on camera, but in real life, it's actually a deep, deep, deep navy blue. And I'm going to stamp this on the right side. And you'll see why in a minute. Oh, I even got it straight. Go, Barb. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this swirl, which I love. And I am actually going to stamp this off once, twice. That should be enough. And I'm a little worried about that right there. Let me do it over here just in case. And I'm going to stamp that over there. Oh, see, I didn't push hard enough here. You know what? I have a second one. Let's do it again, just for the sake of, I got a little bit of time this morning. How about you guys? Let's try it again. However, if I can't get this on straight again, am I on camera? I am on camera. That's good. And I'm going to actually tap it off this time 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yes, much better. Okay. And usually you don't have to stamp something off 3 times, but because 𝗧𝘂𝗁𝗁𝗍 is so dark, I had to this time. And then let's just go ahead and finish up this tag. I am taking linen thread. And I am going to wrap it. I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me go back. And I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to hope that I gave myself enough, which I didn't quite do. And I'm going to tie it in a knot. Now, if I had given myself a little bit more leeway, I could have tied it into a double knot, which I kind of wanted to do. By the way, have you guys ever had trouble finding the beginning of our linen threads when they come on this holder? I do all the time. And a friend of mine gave me a tip, so I'm going to share it with you guys, which is when you first get it, take it and roll it in your hands a lot of times. Did that make sense? Roll it a lot in your hands. And eventually this part will become loose. It won't come that loose. It'll start to look like that. But then you can find the beginning, because I would get impatient and just cut one off, and then it would never work as well as it should. Okay, and I am going to take Stampin' Dimensionals, a brand new package. Woo! And I'm going to put that right over that linen thread to kind of hold it down. I'm going to put a lot on because it's going to be it's not going to sit real tight on that linen thread. So, and then I'm going to move that. I'm going to move this. And now, well, maybe I better keep this because we're going to glue this on. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh. And there are a lot of different papers that you can use that you can glue this down on. So this is the front. This is the back of our frame. Sorry, this is the front. So I'm going to turn it over on the back. And what I want to do is I just want to put little dots of our liquid glue, which, as you know by now, I love. You don't want a lot of glue. You just want little bits of glue. And then what we're going to do is we want this to show through. So I'm going to put this on the frame. And it's totally okay if we have glue over it, because we're going to glue this down on the front of the card. So let me just, and hope that it is straight on the front. If not, I'm not going to be a very happy camper. But it is what it is, right? Now, this is the hard part for me. I'm going to very carefully, because it's not totally sealed. So you really do have to be careful. And we are going to line this up on the front of the card and try to have it be straight, which it is not. You know what else I didn't check? My open. Ooh, I cannot tell you how many times I have done this on a front of a card backwards, where it opens this way because I wasn't paying attention. That's not totally straight, but that'll be good. I'll be happy with that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take your pick tool, and we are going to adhere this to the front. I'm going across the camera. My apologies. And don't forget to ask for the tutorial. I think it's hashtag #coffee26. Is that right? And then all we're going to do, guys, is we're going to put this on. Isn't this a simple card? We're going to put this right here. Oh, I hate to cover that up. I should have put that in a different place. I wasn't paying attention. And then we're going to take, what are these? The low profile sparkle dots. And I'm going to take a medium one, or small one, I should say. And I'm going to put that here. Okay. And then I'm going to take another small one and put it here. Oh, I wish you guys could see on camera how amazingly sparkly these things are. They don't come off my paper very well, but okay, now I got a side. Okay, triangle, triangle, triangle. There we go. Okay. And then that, my friends, is our finished card. Oh my gosh, those glittery dots are just, I probably should have had this one down a little bit lower, but there you go. What do you guys think? Don't you guys love how those arch frames just make anything look better? And again, I'm really sad because this should have been down here because I'm covering up one of the boats, which is kind of sad because the boats are so pretty. To me, this just looks like a beautiful nautical scene that I think any guy would like, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so that was a super quick and easy card. I have heard from some of you that you would like me to do a wee bit more on these cards, even though this coffee and a card session was always designed to be quick and easy cards that you could do while you're drinking a cup of coffee. That was the whole point. Have a cup of coffee in the morning, make a card in 5 or 10 minutes, and go on with your day. But I know some of you would like to see some more fun folds, so I am going to try to do some easy fun folds in November because I'm very thankful for you guys, and I appreciate your feedback. That's what's coming up in November. Okay? All right, my friends, thanks for joining me today. I'm always so grateful to you. I hope you know that. And I'll be back next week with a fun fold for our card. And can you guys believe it? It's November. That coffee and a card is going to be November 5th. I'm not ready for that. Plus, we have some new product coming out in November. And the stamp set I'm going to use is going to be a new stamp set. So there's going to be a new stamp set. And there's going to be a fun fold. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great creative day. Bye.